I think what we tried to achieve with the seminar today was to basically highlight the fact that inspiration can come from very unusual places. And I think that people have a preconception about what goes on in Vegas and what can happen in Vegas. And what we tried to achieve with what we both worked on with the seminar today is to really lift the lid on how sophisticated the marketing machine is in Vegas, and try to kind of disrupt people's opinions of exactly what they do. You know, real-time marketing is a big hot topic, data is a big hot topic. Vegas have been pioneering these two things for a number of years, but because it is Vegas and they are a kind of a law unto themselves in this little sort of microcosm, people just aren't aware of it. And so I suppose the purpose of what we tried to do is highlight how Vegas uses and employs these tactics to make this conclusion that Vegas knows you better than probably you know you. And that's kind of where we integrated so well with the work that Dynamo does, and brought him into the seminar to work with us.
Yeah, we kind of highlighted some of the points that you talked about in your presentation by demonstrating just how predictable some people really are, by involving the whole audience, and made some crazy predictions which just happened to come true. Fancy that, eh? I just think it's really clever actually, the things that you don't really notice that Vegas do, the things you're talking about quite a lot in depth about how they have a massive database of, you know, of like some of the biggest databases in the world of everyone who comes into Vegas. So they could see you sat at the gaming floor, you know, £100,000 down, you know, like really feeling down about yourself because you just lost all this money. But they know from all your data that you're a massive Justin Bieber fan, you know, which I can tell that you are just by looking at you. And they can be like, they'll come up to you, send the concierge up to you, tap you on the shoulder, and be like, hey, here's some VIP Justin Bieber tickets for you and all your friends. So even though you've just lost 100 grand, you still think that hotel's really cool because they've just hooked you up with some really good tickets. So it's just about good customer relations and really knowing your audience, and I think using a database, that's what they've done. And I think with me as a magician, I have to make sure I understand my audience, and with you at Brave, you know, it's about understanding the audience you're advertising to.
And I think what you did sort of beautifully with the seminar today was illustrate those points through the showmanship. You know, proving how predictable people can be if you kind of get a certain understanding of them at any point in time. And I think that's kind of what, hopefully, you know, the crowd response to what we did today, or what you did today, was unbelievable in that respect.
It was definitely an interesting one for me. I'm used to performing at all different events, but performing at a seminar which is literally based around advertising is a little bit different, you know. But I think we took a few people by surprise. Originally, I worked with Ash on a project for Panasonic, basically launching a new small video camera, which he gave me for a couple of weeks. I went off and filmed 8 short films, and we, you know, together we launched those films online and ended up breaking loads of records in how quick they got viewers. And you know, we was #1 video on YouTube for 8 weeks on trot each time when a video came out. It was kind of it broke a lot of landmark records in regards to short filmmaking online. Yeah, it was
and showed the power of what you can do with magic, and how it can just sort of transcend creativity.
It's been a very minimalist approach to making these short films, but I think with the marketing idea that he'd come up with, and you know, the work that we've done together, it just kind of all gelled nicely. In this day and age, having, you know, a Twitter, a Facebook, you know, all these different social networks is hugely important, especially in advertising, I guess, because, you know, like, it's direct conversation with your fan base and with your audience, with the people who are buying what you are selling, essentially. So, you know, having that, I guess, sounding board at the touch of a button is amazing. You know, now I know that if I've got an idea for a new piece of magic, I can say on Twitter, hey guys, I thought about doing magic with an orange and a caterpillar. What do you guys think? And straight away, I'll get a response. You know, and tell me. And if it's negative, which it probably would be for a caterpillar orange trick, then you know, then don't do that one. But if it's good, then obviously then it gives me ideas. I can spend time focused on that, and it kind of cuts straight to what the audience wants, rather than having to take the risk of putting something out there and not really knowing how they're going to perceive it.
I think what we wanted to come and do here in Cannes was just to start and, you know, create something thought-provoking put some principles up there that Vegas do that people probably wouldn't know about, that then just take 1 or 2 or 3 of those principles and try and apply them to their own businesses. And that, I suppose, was the journey. And then just bringing Dynamo in here to just, you know, just wow the crowds,
Yeah,
which he did with aplomb.
For me, with my magic, my main focus is to inspire people. You know, I came from humble beginnings. You know, I was never really supposed to make it. No one ever believed in me at the right times when I was younger. But then, you know, through pure determination and just passion, you know, I've managed to, I guess, advertise myself from what I do to the level where now, you know, I'm getting flown into Cannes by you guys. So, you know, first Cannes tomorrow, who knows?